Rated M for mature.
Don't let your kids watch it!
Ah, spoiler alert.
Hey there, Artie!
And gas.
Welcome back, everybody, to more Super Mario Galaxy! I mean, Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies. It's the Cosmic Turnabout.
Oh, it's the Cosmic,
We're going
that's
into we're up against Galaxy Man in the scooter, but it's not Mario Galaxy, so...
Oh, that would have been great if it was.
Anyhow, we're on day 2 of the Cosmic Turnabout trial, and, yeah. Yuri Cosmos is on his second testimony, even though he lied to the court.
Yes.
For literally no reason. It'll make me look better if I lied. No, I don't think that's how that works.
Look forward to our next Let's Play where I play as the Luma and Artie plays as Mario in Mario Galaxy.
That won't happen.
That won't happen, because Artie wouldn't want to.
Also, I can't record it right now.
Oh, that would
Alright, they rushed into the control room together.
Yeehaw. What if a hold it was just yeehaw? For a random view, it's just like, yeehaw! You're wrong.
That would be more like a take that.
Take that!
We've already heard all about that part. Don't you have any new information? Well, let me see. If you have an hour or two, I could tell you all about the Hat One Miracle.
Hold it!
We already know all about that too. Tell us something related to this incident. I see. You want to know about incidents. Well then, let me tell you about the many incidents that made me the man I am today. Yes, if you have the time, I will tell you all about the upbringing of this great man.
Hold it!
No thanks.
You've told us all about that already as well. What we need now is your testimony. Did I really already tell you all about my upbringing? I don't recall doing so.
Ooh.
Director Cosmos, perhaps you could save your boastful tales for later. If I must. Well, we peeked in through the control room door and...
The audio's recording properly, right? For the...
Yep.
Okay, cool, I was just checking.
In the lounge, we saw a figure standing in the middle of the room and Terran on the floor.
Hold it!
Terran's body!
But it was so dark you couldn't see this figure's face, isn't that right? Yes. The room was as deep and dark as outer space itself. Speaking of outer space, during the Hat One launch 7 years ago. If it's about that Hat One miracle again, you can sod off and tell it to a stray mutt. Ha ha ha! Excellent idea! No reason why the animal world shouldn't hear of my greatness.
Oh my lord.
And so they shall. But first, your testimony. What happened next? We were still in the control room to the east where the figure fired at us.
Hold it!
Is Juniper in the audience, by the way? Or is
I don't know. She was for the first
She
trial.
was for the first, but
But
I know...
Apollo's not here for her to gush over, so no.
Yeah, that's true.
She's making out with Hugh O'Connor.
That's why Apollo wanted a leave of absence. He was gonna run away with Juniper!
That would be icky.
No, that's definitely why. I love it when you're all covered. I love it when you have time with me. I don't know.
Yeah, just a reminder, he's 23, she's 18, so...
Pretty
little,
weird.
Kind of not
Pretty
cool.
weird. Not a fan of that. When you're older, Juniper, maybe.
Wait like 4 years,
Wait
then
a few years, then maybe.
So, in other words, you were fired at while you were at the control room door. That is correct. There's something not quite right about that. Director Cosmos, the bullet this person fired hit you, isn't that right? Yes! It was a miracle! A miracle befitting of a great history-making figure such as myself. The bullet the figure fired hit me while I was in the control room. But as the Cosmos would have it, the bullet bounced off my glorious Medal of Honor. In that case, the bullet should have wound up somewhere around the control room door.
Okay, so the Director Cosmos was in the control room to the east.
And while he was there, he was shot at by someone with a 10 caliber gun.
But the bullet hit his metal, so he was able to escape with his life. He's a very lucky man. No wonder people think he's great.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky myself, so if he's a great man, then I'm the king of all cosmos!
That's
God.
I was about to say, that's canon now. Katamari.
Yep, we've just merged this universe with the Katamari universe. Yeah, Phoenix is pretty lucky. He got hit with a car, flew like headfirst into a telephone pole, and just got a sprained ankle. He also fell into a
When
roar
did that happen?
in the panties case.
Oh yeah.
He
I was
also fell
thinking
into
of when
a
he
river.
fell off the river from the bridge.
From the bridge and just got a cold as well.
Got knocked over the head with the fire hydrant, lost all memory.
But then got it back.
But then got it back like the boss he is. That was your first game, wasn't it?
What?
Was that your first game you
No,
played?
my first game was Justice for All. Oh, yeah.
So
the
yeah,
one where
that
you
is
got...
the one.
Sorry, I was still thinking of the bridge.
You're good.
We rushed to the control room together. We've already heard all about that. Oh, wait. This is back to the beginning of the testimony shoot. Oh, great. This is really long,
Gyaxa.
too. Gyaxa?
Georg.
Oh, that's the third boss from Majora's Mask.
Sounds like a pirate.
Yarg.
Georg. The dude in the background's like, oh my gosh, when is this trial gonna be over so I can go get my paycheck? The dude with the glasses.
You don't have to be here. You're not part of the jury, because there is no jury. Also, dude, the 10 caliber bullet was found on a south wall.
That's pretty far, man. Pretty rad.
Director Cosmos, I believe you are telling this court a great and glorious lie. A great man like me tell a lie? Have you ever heard such a feat in all of history?
History books have lies in them sometimes.
My accusation is based on the positions of the people who were in the lounge. According to your testimony, you and Detective Arm were near the control room door, and the mystery figure was standing in the middle of the boarding lounge. If, as you say, the figure fired a gun at you from this position, then the bullet would have traveled in this direction.
Right.
However, we found the 10 caliber bullet here.
Very far from there.
Oh! This trajectory and where the bullet was actually found contradict each other. Director Cosmos, where were you really when you were being shot at? Ah!
Ooh, I like the spinny.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the human merry-go-round.
Objection!
Don't tell me you've forgotten already. Didn't the witness himself just tell you? The bullet hit his metal. Of this, there is no mistake.
Objection!
That's not the problem.
But in that case, the bullet should have been found near the east side of the room. Are you trying to say that you can explain this inconsistency? It bounced really far.
I win.
Of course.
Really?
I didn't think so. What? Oh, great Director Cosmos. Yes? Is there something you'd like me to expound upon? You were in fact not in the control room to the east, were you? You were looking into the lounge from the door to the south, is that not right? Ah! Well, what are you getting at? Use your own brain. Your head must have some use other than housing that bird's nest. Bird's nest? Why does everyone pick up my hair?
Your hair's really weird, bro.
Director Cosmos and the detective witnessed the scene from the southern door. The killer fired at them there, and that is why the bullet was found in the south.
How?
Ah! That makes some sense, actually. Also, the witness being at the southern door is rather favorable for the prosecution. Huh? I've got a bad feeling about this. How about it, Director? If you don't tell the truth this time.
Well,
Yikes! His handcuffs! You will become but rust upon my sword. I relish the chance to cut down a great man. Alright, I'll tell the truth. Just put your sword away. You are correct. I, the great Yuri Cosmos, was looking into the room from that southern door. What? That's the complete opposite of all the testimonies given so far. Nobody would ever lie on the witness stand.
nobody!
I
It's not
mean-
like every witness has lied on the witness stand.
I know.
Even innocent ones.
And now you have lost your possibility that a third person was in the room. I have? How? The director and the detective were near the southern door, meaning the killer couldn't have escaped through there.
Could have escaped through the control.
The western door required print recognition. The corridor beyond was filled with smoke.
Right.
The only escape route left was the eastern control room door. And the only way to get through there was with Director Cosmos's fingerprints.
Or blast the window, jump out. Since
Like it's Star Wars.
No, apparently what's-her-face was climbing down right next to there.
No, she was climbing down from a higher floor.
Yeah, but she was like, oh. She could see, I don't know.
She could see in through the window as she was climbing down. Ack! In short, there would be no escape for any third person had there been one. Ah! My third person just disappeared! Like in one of Trucy's magic tricks. Definitely go for the blue segue if you get the chance.
Oh yeah.
Order! Order in the court! Director Cosmos, why did you tell such an outrageous lie? You are covering for the defendant. Isn't that right? Yes. It was all for the love of my men. If I said I was in the Eastern Control Room, it would mean the culprit could have escaped through the southern door. It would have meant that there could have been a third person. All I wanted to do was protect Starbuck. I said I was in the control room to invent an escape route for a third person. What a convoluted lie. Was he really covering for the defendant? It looks like we've come to a conclusion. That the defense's argument, the possibility of a third person, has crumbled.
No!
It's over. Yikes! The judge is about to hand down his verdict. Think, Phoenix. Think! This is the perfect time to try and turn my thinking around. If a third person had no way of escaping the scene, then what if one of the people at the scene was this third person? Wait! What if the whole premise is all wrong?
The whole premise?
Director Cosmos said that he and Detective Arm rushed to the scene together. But what if that premise isn't true? What if one of them reached the scene before the other one?
Oh.
And if that person entered the lounge, then they would be the third person.
Which, I mean, if that were... if it's Candace's arm, she's already dead.
Yeah, that's interesting. What if the true culprit is already dead?
When we did the first case, and they were like, oh, Candace's arm died, this sucks, I'm like, if she comes back in another case, like, in the past, or whatever, this is gonna be really bad.
Yeah.
Because probably either she's gonna be the guilty party. Remind me, because I need to keep this keep this straight. She's the detective.
Yes, she's the bomb specialist.
Person who killed her was the bomber?
Yes, was Ted Tonate.
Interesting. Why was the bomb specialist killed by the bomber? I mean, we know that they had the whole thing.
Well, the reason was, so he was also kind of like a bomb expert working for the police. They both were bringing in the bomb transport case because they had deactivated the bomb that was in the stuffed animal and put it in there.
Yeah.
And they were taking it in together, and then Tonate liked bombs, so he tried to swipe it. Candace found him out, realized that he was kind of a fraud, and then he killed her. Stuffed her in the case,
Yeah.
and then blew up the courtroom.
Except for her.
Well, because she was in the transport case.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he tried to make it look like Juniper did it. And then Apollo did it.
Did we ever open the case?
We opened the transport case and found her bloodstain inside.
Okay. Because I was about to say, what if they did the sick move of we think she's dead, but she's not? That would be insane. But
No, she's definitely dead.
She is deceased. Okay.
Yeah. The defendant is the only one who could have killed the victim and shot at the director. There doesn't appear to be any room for argument against these claims.
Wow.
I will now render my verdict.
Objection!
Oh, when it spells out the objection, you know it's a big one. Please wait, Your Honor. There is still one possibility. Oh, this had better be good, Mr. Wright. There is one and only one person who could have escaped from the scene. And that person would be the first person who arrived on the scene. Then, upon entering the boarding lounge, the second person to arrive came via the southern door. That's why the first person fled from the room, using an escape route that was accessible only to them. Very well, let's hear more about this theory. Who is this one person who could have escaped from the boarding lounge? I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
You, dude, are in trouble.
Because the detective can't.
Right. What? But that's... Mr. Wright, what are you claiming here? You've never accused someone of murder before. Let alone the witness!
Let alone the witness on the stand!
Of all the people who were at the scene, only the witness could have escaped. The director is the one and only one person with the authority to open the control room door, after all. But that means... Exactly. The true identity of the third person is our current witness. Director Yuri Cosmos. Gah! What?
What?!
Why is everyone so surprised? We're just accusing the witness as usual.
A murder?! Like, that's like everyone.
Order! Order in the court, I say! Mr. Wright, you will explain yourself in more detail. I assert that Director Cosmos arrived at the scene before Detective Arm.
Yeah?
And entered the boarding lounge alone. Detective Arm arrived after that and... saw a suspicious figure who was actually Director Cosmos standing in the lounge. And that's why she fired those 2 warning shots. Gah! I've been hit! I've been hit on the starboard side!
Captain Wright! It's a direct hit on the enemy ship, sir! A magnificent shot!
Warning shots fired from the enemy ship! Prepare to intercept!
These people are insane.
Yep. Cosmos, you have told a lie in this court once again. I've been hit! I've been hit on the port side! The enemy has called in reinforcements! Earth to Cosmos Control Center, requesting permission to ask that you return to reality. But my ship will not go down to anything less than the ultimate weapon of evidence!
Objection!
But I do have evidence. In fact, you could say that your battleship bears its scar. If Director Cosmos is the third person Aura Blackquill saw. This third person fired at Detective Arm and Director Cosmos with their gun. And in return, the detective fired her warning shots. Isn't that how it really went down, Director Cosmos? Ha ha ha! It looks like you've deduced my miraculous tale of survival. Yes, you're absolutely correct. The mystery person fired upon us. Director Cosmos must have been the one who fired the 10 caliber gun. When Detective Arm discovered him in the lounge, it only makes sense that he would have turned and shot at her. Therefore, the evidence on the director's body is of a different kind of relevance than before. Once we compare it against another piece of evidence, the mark that you receive from the third party will all be the proof that we need. To prove that you were the one there in the lounge. Brace for further impact! Comparison against this piece of evidence will prove that you were the one in the lounge.
The bullet. Oh my goodness.
The 38 caliber bullet found on the floor at the scene didn't hit the oxygen tank. It hit Director Cosmos' metal. If we have that ricochet mark on the metal analyzed, I'm sure the caliber will match up. And if that mark proves to be from a 38 caliber bullet, it will prove that you are the third person that we've been looking for. Gah! The bridge is destroyed! Losing altitude! All hands abandon ship! If that's true, then what about the bullet that hit the oxygen tank? It was the 10 caliber bullet. In other words, it was the bullet fired by Yuri Cosmos. Isn't that right, Director? No! You've got it all wrong! What? The engines have started again? It's a miracle! I'm not going down yet!
Oh my gosh.
Witness, stop this at once and confess to the truth. If you don't want the history books to say that a great man was a great liar,
Then accept your fate and tell us the truth!
are you giving me orders? Me, the great director of the Cosmos Space Center! Ah! But the cosmos revolves around me!
But we still haven't seen Prosecutor Blackwell's sister.
In court. Ah! Someone get me off of there! Order! Order in the court! And will somebody please stop the witness from spinning?
I'm the bailiff, I'll escort you off!
Ah, of course!
Oh, that dude's gonna pass out, bro.
Whew! Thank goodness we were able to stop him from spinning off the face of the earth.
Man, I wish court was always this exciting.
While he was twirling, I took the liberty of running an analysis on the mark on the metal. It was made by a 38 caliber bullet. matching it with the size of Detective Arm's firearm. Gah! Are you ready to confess the truth, witness? No! You've got it all wrong! This is just a misunderstanding!
Is he going to start piling on more lies?
It looks like it. But no matter how many lies he tells, I'll just expose them one by one. I'll make that big liar tell the truth.
The period?
Oh, to
Oh,
be
to be
continued.
continued.
Oh, wait. Is that the length of a full episode? No, it's not.
We're gonna keep going.
No save. Savings for losers.
That's
A
that's
real
what
man
his-
goes for the whole game in one sitting. Director Cosmos, a new possibility has been presented by the defense. They are claiming that you were this third person. Ah! Forgive me! I'm so sorry! So the great pioneer of space development is revealed to be just another fabulous cur.
Her. That's a great word.
I only have one question for the likes of you. Shall I send you off quickly or very quickly? Ah!
Where's the bird?
The evidence doesn't lie, Director Cosmos, so don't try to talk your way out of this. Fine! I'll tell you the truth. It's all just as you say, Mr. Wright. It's true that I was there in the boarding lounge. I got there before Detective Arm, and when she arrived, she fired warning shots at me. I was afraid people would mistake me for the killer, so I escaped to the control room. And then I went past the elevators and all the way around to the boarding lounge 1 again. Didn't she notice that the guy was on a Segway? It was someone on a Segway. Don't know who that could be.
Didn't he come down with Detective Arm?
That's what he said.
That's what he said? So he's saying, oh, I came down early, walked into the boarding lounge, she came in after and shot a
at
warning
me. So then he went to the
shot.
control room and then looped around him. It was like, oh my gosh, Detective Arm, what's going on here?
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Unfortunately, Detective Arm can't corroborate because she dead.
No, she be dead. And I think he knows that and is able to work around that.
He knows that for sure.
Yeah.
I then went past the elevators and all the way around to boarding lounge 1 again. I came up behind Detective Arm and pretended to be the second on the scene. What a troublesome old man you are, with such convoluted deeds and thoughts. I see. So then, are you still insisting that you did not kill the victim? Of course I am! When I arrived at the lounge alone, I saw the true killer! The great Yuri Cosmos was a history-making witness! Now hold on just one moment. We just proved a few minutes ago that the third person that Mr. Starbuck and Miss Aura Blackwell saw was you. I thought it was Mr. Blackwell. I'm like, that's not a Mr.
Mister.
No, it wasn't me. I saw the person as well. If I were the killer, why would I lie to cover for Starbuck? I would just leave him to take the fall.
That is an excellent point.
All I wanted to do was protect Starbuck. I said I was in the control room to invent an escape route for a third person.
Why are they giving us so many flashbacks? Well, it makes some sense if he told those lies to cover for Mr. Starbuck.
That's because we just had it to be continued, so they assume you're gonna take a break.
Whatever.
Still, a lie's a lie, Athena.
So Director Cosmos claims he's not the culprit. But where's the proof?
Ah, I just remembered. I have an alibi.
Oh my gosh.
Miss Blackwell said that she saw the killer at 10 a.m., correct? Yes. And? Well, I was on the 4th floor helping with the evacuation effort. Ask any member of the staff you like. They'll corroborate me.
I've paid them $20 each.
No,
Two
20s.
No, he's cheap. He only paid them $120.
So they're not going to corroborate for him then. The director
He's just
is not fibbing to the court. For once. I confirm that he has had an alibi for the time specified. So, you're claiming that Miss Blackwell saw the killer commit the crime first at 10 a.m. And that you arrived at the lounge after that. Yes, and I believe the person I saw is the same person that Miss Blackwell saw. Although it was pitch black, so it was more of a shadowy figure and less of a person.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a freaking robot, isn't it?
And I couldn't actually see their face, but it was definitely the silhouette of an earthling.
Of an earthling, okay. As long as he has an alibi. We can't very well claim Director Cosmos was the killer.
No, we can't. Then again, maybe we don't need to yet. You already did. I wonder if he really was covering for Mr. Starbuck. Your Honor, the defense moves to have the director testify about the person he saw. Very well. Director Cosmos, your testimony, please.
Of course.
Of course. Witness testimony.
Me.
What I really witnessed.
Bam.
Way to start out with a bang. As I tried to enter the lounge, the true killer fired fired a gun at me. I hid to avoid getting shot. But when I tried to get another look, they had vanished into thin air.
Brilliant.
I was near the elevator side door and, well, the launch pad 1 door. And the control room door should have been shut tight to the killer. So you were shot at by the killer as well, and then they disappeared?
If that control room door, when the power went out, unlocked, this will unscrew the entire case, because it could be anyone.
Yeah. Yes, though luckily no harm came to my glorious body.
Wait. Pull up the evidence. I thought it said in the event that there's an emergency, the doors went open.
That's Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, for the control room.
Starbucks prints were found on the photo. There's 2 pages. Only the prints
Equipped with backup power.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I thought that the robot had said, like, in the event of an emergency, if someone's stuck inside, the doors will open. Or something weird like that, which...
Oh, control room lock. Backup power lets it function even when the power goes out.
Alright.
Sorry.
Dang.
Good thought, though.
I've been thinking about it.
Unfortunately, the bullet hit Terran's oxygen tank. I know because I heard a ping! That must have been the sound of the tank being ruptured.
Wait, but I thought the bullet hit his metal.
That was Detective Arm's bullet, remember?
Right. What a mess this is turning into. So let's see.
Man, Arm is a little trigger happy then. She just burst into the doors just like pew! And like thankfully it hit his metal.
That's like a FBI open up kind
FBI
of moment.
open up! Yeah, basically.
Okay, director...
I mean, she tried to fire the warning shots, but apparently she's really bad at aiming the warning shots.
It's the stormtrooper
It all...
effect.
The stormtrooper effect?
Yeah, bad guys have bad aim.
But Detective Arm's a good guy.
So we think.
Oh.
I'm still
She
thinking,
busted the first killer at the very least.
I'm still thinking that she might not be
She's
so
part of the new
perfect.
Yatagarasu.
Oh my gosh, I would... Oh
With
my
Maggie
gosh.
Bird and Kay
No,
Faraday.
I've been wondering this for so long. I've been wondering if... Because this is so convoluted that a lot of times when this happens, you need 2 people or robots or whatever to back up the story. And we've got this girl, we've got Detective Arm, we've got Aura.
Yeah.
Aura can basically reprogram robots to do whatever.
Yep.
And here's the thing. It said the director has access to the control room. Wouldn't the robots?
No.
Really?
Nope.
I feel like they should be able to get anywhere
don't have fingerprints.
to clean. Well, but
The control room's just a dump.
We've seen the robot in Launchpad 1.
Yeah, that's true. But it was
So
also
I don't-
open completely so
It
that
was,
investigators can
but-
get in and out.
Anyway, Director Cosmos is claiming that when he found Mr. Terran and his killer, why are they saying Terran? Just say Gray or Cray or whatever.
Clay.
Clay. Cray.
Gray is the Harvest Moon guy.
Gray's the dude with the hat from Harvest
Yeah.
Moon, and Cray is a weird word.
And Cray is one of the new Wiggles.
Yeah, they had Craig, they had Greg, and now they have Cray.
Cray.
The culprit shot a 10 caliber bullet at him, .10.
Right, but it actually hit Mr. Terran's oxygen tank and ruptured it.
And then the killer disappeared and the director went into the boarding lounge. That's a heck of a lot of things happening. When Detective Arm caught up and fired those warning shots at him. Judging by his metal, it looks like one of them almost took him out too. That would have been nice
Good
if he's actually the killer.
Good summary, but that doesn't explain where our mystery killer went. Director Cosmos, I was wondering if you could elaborate on when the figure disappeared.
That would be good to know.
I'm ashamed to admit I tried to hide myself when I was shot at, but when I peeped back into the lounge, the real killer was gone. I rushed into the lounge straight away to investigate. But what I found was Terran with a knife in his chest and Starbuck out cold on the floor. So we have a culprit who vanished from a scene that had no escape route. Vanished without a trace. It's truly like one of the great mysteries of the cosmos.
Silence.
A riddle of the ages indeed, but I'd rather know. how a fibbing leech such as you can be lauded as great. A great man is always misunderstood in his own time, but he must remain true to himself, even if those around him don't understand. There's some truth to that, actually. Wow, that might be the first true statement he said all day. But how do you suppose this person managed to vanish so suddenly? Simple, because it was Space Boy himself. When he was spotted by the director and Aura, he quickly feigned unconsciousness. That would certainly take all the mystery out of the idea of a vanishing culprit.
Or you have a robot go through the gutter.
I want to raise an objection, but I don't have any counter-evidence. Maybe they just jumped down the garbage chute like Sunahara.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Like, it's big enough for a person to get into.
Or
Not
like
that it would-
Chewbacca.
Wouldn't you hear that, though? Like, wouldn't you? I feel like.
I just realized Sunahara's scream and the Ingo are they're the same, basically.
In the Japanese, yeah.
Director Cosmos, when you saw this person, did you also see Mr. Starbuck on the floor? No, because it was as dark as a black hole in there. I didn't see Starbuck until the other person vanished and I entered the room. That wasn't exactly helpful. Humph. I'm prepared to accept your surrender, right, Dono?
I have a very dumb thing.
The killer's
could-
actually a lot of heart.
That's even dumber. But, I have a dumb thing. What if, like... I'm thinking of a swap situation where the person... There are 3 people wearing spacesuits in my idea.
3, not just 2?
3. The other person who's the killer is wearing one as well. And is able to slip out because of that, perhaps. Because they think it's Starbuck.
Okay.
Starbuck falls, and then you can... I don't know. I'm thinking this through. I'm thinking this
Okay.
through.
I can't find any holes in this testimony, but I can't give up.
Mr. Wright, why don't you let me help?
Huh?
Please, I want to talk. While the director was giving his testimony, I detected a cacophony of discord.
Which means he's hiding his true feelings from us, huh? This just might help us find out what happened to our vanished killer. That'd be great, Athena. Let's see what you can do with him.
You got it, boss! I wouldn't want to miss this chance to delve into a great mind. Yuri Cosmos, prepare to hand over your secrets of your heart to me.
No.
Too bad.